Hey, happy Friday, everyone. This is Bernie DeSantis bringing you a mustache moment. And speaking of which, the mustache is looking a little wild and crazy today. Anyway, a lot happening in my world. Those of you who've been, following the mustache moments and, keeping an eye on things that I'm doing in the world of social media, know that this past Monday I put on an event called "Let's Talk About Suicide" because we need to. Ended up having a small but very mighty group there. My facilitator that I began working with, Michaela Gagne, did a phenomenal job. Really was very educational. We talked a lot about different ways to, identify folks who may be struggling or considering suicide, different ways in which we can have those conversations with those folks, as well as, quite frankly, just finding a little bit of healing, being able to talk about our experiences with suicide. I can say for me personally, I spent, the last 2+ decades avoiding literally every conversation around suicide because, frankly, just the uttering of that word was enough to bring me to tears. Obviously, I'm not crying now in this moment, and I've already said suicide 4 or 5 times. So, just being able to talk about it is cathartic and obviously helps. Really proud of the fact that I'm going to be able to send a check to the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention as a result of that event. And definitely got some really, really good feedback from the folks that attended it. And so I'm currently in talks with Michaela to potentially be doing at least a couple of more of these events, if not once per quarter. Really very passionate, obviously, about it. I lost my best friend to suicide, and if there's any way, shape, or form that I can help an organization that is looking to educate and provide resources for people who are considering suicide, or again are like me, survivors of suicide, I want to do whatever I can. So, really excited to be able to send them a check and hopefully continue to run these events and get more and more people to show up and talk about suicide because we need to. With that said, it's as I mentioned at the beginning of this video, there's a lot going on in my world. Business has been picking up, averaging somewhere between 5 and 7 webinars, workshops per week. Some of them are paid with clients, some of which are free webinars, workshops that I'm putting on through Insignia, as business development activities and just getting our name out there, providing value into the marketplace. And I'm really, really excited about the trajectory of the organization. And as a result of, all of the last 4 years or so of doing virtual production and facilitation, my business is starting to evolve a little bit, and it's really cool, really fun to see. And one of the new things that I'm going to be doing is actually a 12-week virtual masterclass, very specifically pointed at coaches, consultants, authors, and subject matter experts who want to do webinars, workshops, and virtual trainings, either as a way to reach out and connect with their ideal clients or to potentially monetize them. If you're like me, occasionally you will stop into some of these virtual masterclasses that you see on LinkedIn. And I'm sorry, guys, they still suck. And it's not necessarily the fault of the person who's delivering it. They just don't know what they don't know. Yesterday, I did an event with a co-facilitator, Mark Stoker. The title of the course was Facilitating Virtual Training That Doesn't Suck, and got great feedback on it as well. So going to run this, try to make a run at this 12-week masterclass where we spend an hour a week really honing in the skills and understanding the tool, Zoom in particular, and how to really deliver a really fantastic and engaging virtual training. But even more so, how to get the right people there and ultimately turn it into paying customers and or specifically monetize the event. So still working out some of the logistics and details. Have landed on a title of it, which I'm actually really excited about. It's going to be called Audience Alchemy. I'm working on a one-pager, which I'll start to be sending out and begin marketing the event, or the masterclass rather. It's really fun to see how the business is evolving and how to leverage my experiences, and hopefully I'll be able to get some other folks in to be guest speakers for that, and do some collaborations. More to come on that. I'm really excited about it. And if it sounds like something that you might be interested in, I just want to let you know that likely the first cohort is going to be limited to 10 people. And we are going to do it at what I'm considering a very reduced cost. So if it's something that you think you might benefit from, reach out to me, put some time on the calendar, and let's see if it's a good fit for you. So in the meantime, hope you have a great weekend ahead, and enjoy the day. Take care, everybody.